From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Throwing from the outset is Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. To the air, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll throw with Penix. Throw left side. There's London. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On the ground, here's the rookie from Ole Miss. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's called left side to tight end Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, here's Scatterby. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Viking 18!
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scalaboo. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Cam Scalaboo. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now Penix. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Penix working out of the gun here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Second and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0.
Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Dart from the gun on third down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Scatterboo. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw now, Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Okay, ready?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Throwing his Dart. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They're going to look to throw. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Dart. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Looking Hyatt's way once again. And he's taken down inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Dart. Wide open receiver complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
24 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Let's go now.
Dart looking to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Bronco 80.
Check it out. Check the call.
To throw, Dart. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's gonna bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fighting off the defender. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side. There's London. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Johnson now, operating from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing his dart. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this inside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy, go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
9, let's go! Hawk 70, Hawk, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer!
Looking to throw. Johnson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here.
Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Fresh as on the glow. Got trying to snatch out my soul.
Cougar 19!
Back to throw. Johnson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jackson Smith and Jigba there to make the grab. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. And now it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away. And we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go, here we go! Viking 18! Warriors 70! 19 tight, 19 tight! Ready.
Here's Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, 53 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point safely through. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
I look at my Cartier out of control.
offense out there for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty. And they convert. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done, they continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete to his running back, Scatterbo. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Giants! Cam Scatterbo, 77 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Right back to Pitts again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
An inside run with Scatterable. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 1 yard and now no yards have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Johnson throwing to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
19, 70 range.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Short throw caught by Pitts. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And London motioning left. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain. And